you were telling about that R.E.M. Were your mystical heroes in pop music, and for you too.
Yeah.
What are your mystical pop heroes from
Led Zeppelin? They're like the kings of mystical rock and roll from the 70s, 60s, 70s. It's absolutely amazing. I still don't know really anything about them, but I just love the music.
Best way. What to be even to back Greg up on that when we were in the American Embassy getting our visa. Yeah. Greg was standing next to
Robert Plant.
To Robert Plant, didn't realise. We're just queuing
Until
up.
we said, look, it's Robert Plant. Who? Actually had to go stand next to him.
That band you really love, yeah.
I have to hang out with Pete everywhere. I don't know, Pete, who's that? Who's that, Pete?
I thought you would have got that one out of everything.
No, it's just all about
He's pretty distinctive.
Yeah, big hair. He's getting on with it.
Yeah, but there's not that many 6-year-olds with long hair.
True.
There's reason for that.
And Pete, for you?
Yeah, I kind of like it. I like Oasis and Blair. We all sort of grew up sort of Britpop, and I think that's what got us all really into Shed 7. That got us all into music, and it's just gone from there. And just sort of that's all we've ever wanted to do. Just from listening to those bands, they had the great rivalry between Blur and Oasis, and it just wanted you to pick up instruments and say, yeah, it's a really cool thing to do.
Yeah, definitely. That's how we got into music. Literally, like in 1995 when we were at school, like music was the coolest thing in the it was just the most exciting time. It was a really exciting time in the UK for music, and that all went off at probably our most impressionable age, and I think it stuck with it, and I think that's probably why we're sitting in this room now, because it made such a big impact on our lives, and it was a really great time because the music that came out then was brilliant, and then it referenced music, some of the best music, British music from like the 60s, like Stones and Beatles, Kinks, and so we all sort of discovered those bands through the bands who were around at the moment, and it would just like introduce this whole world of some of the best music ever made, and that inspired us to make music, and it just seemed really cool. Great way of making a living.
Absolutely.
So R.E.M. plus Oasis plus Led Zeppelin makes Scouting for
some
Birds.
kind of super.
Yeah.
Well,
with children though.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw that there was a gap of touring between end of December and March.
Yeah.
What's going to happen in that period of time?
We're going to do some recording in January, get some new songs. We want to get some songs out early next year, because although we've done the album, I don't think we're going to probably have time to put out an album, but we want to maybe do an EP or...
Get some more new tunes out there.
We left it, like, first and second album was about 2 years, and although we're 2.5 years, and though we're putting out singles, and whenever we've put out a single, we've done... Like, we've tried to make an effort to put out good B-sides, and so there's other music there. We felt it was quite a long time to go.
And it didn't feel it because we were on tour all the time, so we didn't realise we weren't conscious that this gap was sort of there between the music bit coming out. So it was only when this one came out you realise that we had been away for so long. So we're quite conscious of that now.
But it's kind of like the first album as well, where we started off. Once we made the album, we started touring, and we did 7 tours on that album. We started off playing to like 30 to 50 people a night, and then ended it a year and a half later playing to like 4,000 or 5,000 people a night. And we've just literally gone up the scale, like tiny little pubs to little clubs to bigger clubs to theatres to almost to arenas at the end, and so you had to do that journey. Whereas with the second album, you've already got your fan base, and so you go and do one tour, and then that's it. We don't, it's not like we're building up. So you've got more time to be.
But then it's nice the way it's building,
creative,
building kind of abroad, in Holland and stuff.
Yeah.
We're getting that feeling again because this is the sort of. I think we've come to Holland so many times, and it's the same again.
Yeah,
It's
every
started
time we've come back,
it's got bigger and better, and it's started to build up. So it's a really nice feeling. Again, it's going to be great when we come back.
Yeah.
In March.
Yeah.
Do you notice that your songs are getting different, or isn't that the case?
I think so. I think people have said that it seems like a slightly more grown-up sound, and it's some of the songs on the first album were written when we were 18. And they're real fun, almost naive sort of set of pop songs on the first record. And the second record, we had more of an idea, I think, of what we were doing. I still don't think you know, that's why I'm so excited, because I still feel we've got our best stuff still to come. Even, you know, but we love, you know, this record which we've got at the moment. It's got some great tracks on it, and I think where we're looking for is to take what we love most out of the second record and go on to the third. So sort of looking at tracks like Take a Chance and This Ain't a Love Song sort of as maybe a springboard for the next album, and keeping it, you know, we almost going back to those sort of records which we loved in the 90s, like a big guitar-y, piano-y, you know, sort of nice sounding record.